full guard. And I'll kind of cover this on Monday, but we'll have a rehash of it. 9 out of 10 times, I'm not too sure what, it's actually not 9 out of 10 times, but most of the times, my partner will try and pass guard to my right side, to their left side. So I want to back myself by putting my right leg on top of my left leg. This acts as a wedge and as a safety mechanic. So if Wayne tries to push my knee down now, it's locked onto, so if he tries to push that down, it's locked onto my foot. Does that kind of make sense? Where if I have my feet crossed the other way, when he pushes it, there's no locking mechanic. So when I pull guard, I always want to put my right foot on top of my left foot to start straight away. Secondly, is this, if my hips are on the ground, okay, he's not carrying my weight. So he can move pretty free because there's no weight on him. So what I like to do is, I like to bring my hips in and squeeze it nice and tight so that he's carrying my weight. So if he tries to push my knee down now, he has to actually reach quite far back to get it, plus he's carrying my weight. As he does this, it's easier for me to start to break him down because his weight's forward. I can't break him down, my hips are already on the ground, I've got nothing to pull into. So my hips are up and he tries to lean forward. At least I've got to drop my hips and I've got that little bit of a bump I can do. If my partner changes grips, if I see him put his left hand forward and right hand backwards, okay, I kick my leg long and cross it over. So he tries to push it down on his right side, it's locked. If he swaps his hands, then pass to his left side. Now watch. If I undo my legs and try and put it on top, there's an area here that he can break my guard open because it's free. Does that make sense? Where if I'm here, I can kick my leg long and cross it over. So I'm not, so if I'm on the wrong side, so we're here. And he starts to put his left hand onto my leg. So right now, he's got to win this fight because there's no locking mechanic. So I kick my leg long, cross it over, and hash. By kicking it long with my legs here, it's got an area to drive his elbow into to push. When I kick it long, that area is kind of gone and enables me to rehash. Does that make sense? So we start here, my hips are high, we try to push past on his left side, we go 1 or 2, swap sides, kick my leg long, switch it over, goes back to the first side again, kick my leg long, switch it over. Just do that 2 or 3 times, make sure you guys are on the right side, kick your leg long so your leg doesn't give him an area to push off. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This to me, when I started learning about the angles and the passing, this made a lot more sense to me and my goals and my job. Essentially, I've got to pass the guard. Carlos, can I go to your back, please? Yeah, I'm in your guard. I like being in your guard. So here, number 1 is anytime my knees are together, my hips are high, my center of gravity is high, I carry his weight. So first thing I like to do is I like to get my knees nice and wide. This makes it easier to keep his hips closer to the ground. So it's hard for him to pull me forward. Secondly, this is I'm going to go knee grab, double lapel, my hand's going to go here. But what I'm trying to do is lock my arms together. I want to move my left leg out 45 degrees backwards. So my job is my first hand pushes his hip down and I move. So it's harder for him to swing. Now, he might go for the arm bar, but because I've got the hip pinned, it's very hard for him to bring that leg over. So I'm not bending my arms. So watch carefully. Palm, straight mechanic, lock it in. Slide it backwards, put my right knee in, slide backwards, a little bit of a catch stretch. It may or may not work first time, but we're starting to make distance. So let's just say that my partner's got really strong legs, long legs, or stuffy guard. I'm here, lock it in, I crunch down, so I lock everything in, slide it, push backwards. I'm here, I'm like, man, this guy's strong. I now go back to my V. My other leg goes in, and now I'll start to push. I don't want you guys going from this side, knees together. Number 1, your hips are high, you've got no base, I'm going to get swept. Number 2, he's got a chance to rehash his guard nice and tight. Yeah, I'm back to stage 1 again. So from here, mechanics on the hip, push, 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 slide out 45 degrees, knee goes in, back, 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 back. Man, no good. Open my legs up, go back to the hips. So on my left leg in, squat, so I'm doing, drop my hips down and push it backwards, but I'm off center. So I'm not trying to push him here, I'm trying to push him here, off center. And again, full guard, get my grips, left hand onto the hip. Pushing the hip and I'm sliding off center, out, keeping him pinned down nice and tight. Right knee goes in, push backwards, really strong. Reset, hands go in, left knee, catch stretch. And if that doesn't work, I'll go back to one side and do it on the other side again. Okay, grab your partner, we're going to do this for 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. So let's just say that this line running down the mats is the marker. That's the center line. So this line running down the mats is the center line. What I'm seeing is you guys are getting to here, which is really good. You're taking your left leg backwards, but you're coming back to here. And all you're doing is you're dragging his hips with you. You're not offside. So the center line, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go here. I'm offside. Right, if I just kind of go, leg goes backwards and I'm here, he's just going to come with me. So what I'm trying to do is my left hand, the push hand, goes push. I slide 45 degrees and I'm off center. This makes it very hard for him to keep his guard. Secondly, it's hard for him to follow me. Lastly, he'll generally try and throw something up like an arm bar or whatever like that. I'm so far removed, it's easy for me to pass the guard. So the part that I'm seeing that we're having issues with is we're here, where it goes 1, 2, and we're sliding backwards. So we're still on the same train track. We're not creating space. So what I'm doing is I collapse from here and I'm pushing and I come off center. So I'm like half a meter off the center line now. Does that make sense? So now, when I realign, I've got this huge gap to play with. So I really need you guys to focus. Here, down. Pushing to all my weight, goes backwards, and I slide so I'm off center. So the center line is here, I'm off center. Can't open the guard. Realign, slide backwards, come this side. So I'm now half a meter back on that side. So I'm working my angles. I'm not just sliding backwards. Okay, just put the timer on for 2 minutes, drill that out, just get those angles right, guys. Let's go. What I start to see inside the guard, slide back towards me. 1, 2, 3, okay. So think about this ways. If he can get my elbows away from my body, he can break me down, arm bar, triangle, etc. So my job's to always try and keep what we call playing inside the box. Inside the box. So what I'm saying is, some of you guys, you're here, which is good, but as you're pushing, you're leaving this arm up and open. I want to make sure everything's in. So I'm using my palms to push, everything's in. So as I push 90 degrees, come in, once I'm in, I start to come down nice and low. Reset, so it's my palms, come in. Now, from here, this. I'm going to start to drop my hips low, and then I'm going to start to throw my hips backwards. So I drop my hips low, and what I'm trying to do is a catch stretch. So I'm trying to expand, so I'm trying to throw my butt backwards. Once I'm here, I pop the front knee. Don't pop your back knee, pop your front knee. Elbows on the inside, push, slide backwards, knee goes in, on center, can't break it, and back to my V, here, slow catch stretch, got it, pop one knee. See how I covered that? So don't leave your hand out, make sure everything's coming. So it won't be kind of playing inside the box and pushing with your palms. Okay, change partners, 1, 2, 3, go. This is my general flow from the full guard. I know that Emma would most likely try to keep the pass guard to my right on her left side. So I can either try and hand fight it, or I can let her do what she wants to, and I can use it against her. So my general rule is I'm just going to grab this. Non-threatening, not that bad. Unless you rolled me before. So Emma will generally move her left hand backwards to try and open up. As she does that, my hand goes into the collar. So I now have half a choke. If she continues to pass the guard, she's walking into my choke territory. So this will do one of two things. I keep my hands here. Is as she goes to change her grips, I'll put my hand in underneath and look for my collar choke. If she doesn't do that, right, what I'm going to do is this. Watch carefully. I'm going to hip escape my body and pull, because she doesn't have a post. Come over and look for my collar choke. So for me, this is pretty much a no-brainer when I first started to do this. So once I see the person start on this side, I just get this grip. I open up the collar, put my hand in, and I kind of don't really care. The only thing that I've had deal with is people now go, I'm getting choked, so they go to grip fight. As they grip fight, I just break them down and I hold on. Right? So as she pops her head, I lasso, and I come back to my choke. I've got a whole pile of stuff to do from here. So what we'll do is, we'll be inside the full guard. I'm just going to punch her in the face. It's alright, she's my wife.
Knock her.
So, edit that part. Okay, so I get the... What's wrong with that? Okay, so I'll hold on to this as Emma slides her left hand backwards to pass the guard. My job as a general, I found this easier to do than anything else, was I keep my legs straight, I pull my hands forward, and I cup over. It's one of my favourites from here, easy peasy, elbows come in. By the time she goes to stop the fight, the choke's pretty much, it's a really fast choke. Can I grab Nikki, please? So once again, we're going inside the guard, and I know she's generally going to pass that side, so I get this grip. And it's not even and she's probably thinking, what an idiot. I like it. Okay. So as she slides the left hand backwards to pass guard, that goes in. Now, one motion, it says, I keep my right leg straight, pull forward, come over. So the hand that she needs to defend the choke support, and this is a really easy choke to finish. Okay, let's start that last 1, 2, 3. I hit that a lot. A lot. Even if you know it's coming, it's one of those ones, man. So for me, I like the fact that the initial grip is non-threatening, and that kind of gives everyone that false sense of security. So we're just going to finish off very quickly. I'm inside the guard, Emma sets a grip up for the choke. So there's a couple of things that I need to be aware of. Number one is, if that hand goes in my collar, I'm okay. It's the second hand goes in my collar. So once two hands go into my collar, right, I'm instantly going to start to pass guard onto the opposite side. I don't stop I just go to the opposite side. So if I'm here, I'm like wicked, and I feel the hand going, I go reset, knee, and come back and I start to pass on the opposite side, because the choke's on the wrong side now. If she tries to pull me down, to break me down, to choke me, it's on the wrong side. Does everyone understand that? Because her right hand's her pulling hand, her strong hand. So when she gets the grips on the collar, right, as she pulls forward, the right hand comes to do the choke. So that's her strong hand, the choke hand. But if I'm on this side, her right hand, her strong hand comes to choke. It's a weak choke. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to play offside on it. So anytime that I'm in here and I see the grips in the two hands, I go reset, I just come to this side. So if she goes, I need to change my grips, I've got the initial ability to pass the guard. Right? So for me, and it's not quite that easy, but anytime that someone gets the two hands onto one collar, I'll pass opposite side, and I'll pass wide opposite side. That's a lie. I'll generally try and test out their choke and see how they go. But you guys should be passing to the opposite side, okay? So we'll just have a very, very quick shot there for 2 minutes, and then we'll line you guys up, okay? 1, 2, 3.